Hi guys, Jez B in the UK, bringing you a video on a new program. This is Sports Trading BTC, and I originally joined on the 3rd of October with an account that I set up underneath my upline at the time. And I will be honest, as I understand the benefits of being in a good group where there is activity happening by basically your upline and their upline, you know, actually getting out there and grafting and putting the message out, that can obviously help with any program that has a binary element to it. So although I had the original account on the 3rd of October, I've since gone back in and sort of created another account for myself, where there is sort of a method in my madness, or the strategy here is obviously to get things building out so the binary is building. Now, Sports Trading BTC, as it says in the title, it is sports trading they're doing, so it's not forex related. They're not trading crypto or anything like that. So fundamentally, they have specialist sports traders who are placing bets in the betting markets, as it were. And I mean, obviously, the betting industry and the activity that goes on, every day, every month, every year is absolutely huge in terms of the the money generated through this industry, especially in the Asian markets where some of the specialist traders make a boatload of their money is in that market. Now, these guys actually do a fair bit on the American sort of sports, NFL, baseball, American soccer, etc. But I like the fact, you can basically buy a package. It can be totally passive if you want it to be, but if you also want to build and build a team and earn out of the binary, that is available to you as well. There's basically 3 ways to get off and running with this program. But as you can see here, it's basically saying allows you to grow your BTC 365 days a year. No more trying to time the market, no more information overload and trying to figure out if Bitcoin is going up or down. No programs that come and go in a few months, leaving the investor stranded, and it's just a simple, conservative, proven strategy to grow your Bitcoin quickly and easily. Now, if you click the link below and go through to the site, you can get a basic overview there. What you can't do until you actually buy the very basic package, the first package level, you won't actually get a link, so you can't actually go and recruit for the program. You have to be someone who's involved in the program before you can actually recruit. Let's take you over to the back office. This is actually my new account, if you like. And I'll show you the difference, basically, if you've got somebody who's not doing anything above you or really building it at any rate. Now, when you come in, obviously, you will possibly, if you join the team I'm in, we should start to see some spillover. There'll be one of the legs that is being built by your upline. Now, in my case, it was the right leg. So when you sign up, within literally a couple of hours, there was already a few people building. Now, what I did notice with this program, one of the ways you can earn is what they call their daily trader bonus. Let's see if we go down here. You can see my sponsor was the Oracle. Where are we? Right, you can see there, it's basically saying you're eligible for earning a trader bonus of 1.27%. Now, when you originally come on board and you've only got your own pack, it only pays 0.25%. It's actually 0.25%. And literally all you have to do to qualify to get the full trader bonus is actually get one personal referral below in either of your legs. Depends what you've set your leg placement at. But once you do that, that activates that part of it. Now, to get the binary commissions, initially, if you've only got your own pack, you won't be qualified for binary payments, because you need to have two referrals, one in each leg. So you'd have one in your left leg and one in the right, and that would instantly trigger your binary commissions. To give you an idea of what it looks like when your account is new and you don't have those triggers, let me just show you another account. This is another active account. I'm just blocking out a couple of bits here and there, but you can basically see there's no leg activity going on there. Yes, there is a small amount of daily activity coming in, but that's based on it being 0.25%, so it's 0.25%. I'll actually show you another section of this actual dashboard page on an account where everything's a lot slower because we haven't sort of got the qualifications. And there we go, guys. If I scan down, so you can see on an account where you haven't got the 2 personal referrals, one in each leg, or even just your first referral, you can see you'll get this where it will say you're not eligible for any binary commissions, and it tells you you need one in your left leg and one in the right. And you can also see the daily sort of trader element is actually saying you're eligible for earning trader bonus at 0.25%. So it does make a big difference, guys. Just getting that one person into either leg that you bring in actually triggers you onto 1.27%. So it will make a big difference. Now I'll go back to the other account, and I'm just going to do a refresh on this one. Okay, guys, just done the refresh, but it's kind of stayed at where it was, so that's all good. But you can see the difference once you've got to say that minimum of 1 personal referral in, you've got a 1.27% daily trader bonus, and you do become eligible for the binary commissions once you've got 2. So effectively that's one in your left and one in the right. I've actually got 2, got to think about it now, got 2 on my left and 1 in the right, and I think there's another pending as well, so there's kind of 2 on each side at the moment. I'm not going to head down here because that's obviously got my referrals information there, so I won't scan down there. If we come up to this section here, you can see that will change each day because that's the trader bonus building up. This is the projected binary payout that will be shown, and then any fast start commissions you get will also be shown here. I'm not going to go too detailed in this one. It's a very sort of quick basic overview. You can see that on my right leg I've got 41 people below. Currently one of those is mine, and on my left leg I've just started sort of building on this account is 2, so that's activated. And this just gives you the actual volume on each side in terms of the spends that have gone through. Now what you ideally want to do, because it's basically the binary works on what they call is paying on the weaker leg. So ideally you want to make sure that you are placing anyone coming in into your weakest leg, and you want to try and make these 2 amounts level, or as near level as you can. Obviously when you've got someone above who is bringing in quite a few people, this might tear ahead of what I'm going to do myself initially, but along the line as that eases up, the plan would be to actually build this left volume. And the way you do that simply, guys, when you've got your downline structure on the binary, you come to this section here and you can actually say where you want those your next referrals to come in. So actually this is perfect because I can get this changed now. I did set this to get one active on the right leg, but now we actually want them to go onto the left, so we'd actually come down. You can do this auto, which in theory is supposed to pick the weak leg, but I'd rather instruct it to do exactly what I want it to do there rather than letting it make a choice. So we've now set that as the left leg. So if we go back to the where are we? Let's go to binary network. and it's taken a while to show. Right, okay, so that's my position there, and you can see I've got the two on this side, so the next one that comes in would automatically fall into this slot here. Okay, so it'll build my left side. I've already got the one that I needed in the right, which will be right at the bottom of this. If I keep scanning down, you can't see the whole line. That's the only thing with the view you get on the website. But if you go right to the bottom of the number of people I've got on that side, that will be the one that I've placed on the right. But for the moment, the concentration will be on any that I'm getting. They will go onto my left side. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's see, the other thing I wanted to explain. Now you get a choice of packages when you come into the program. I always like to test with these things, you know, because as I say, in crypto things can disappear just as fast as they come along. So I went in on the, I think they call it the ST1 pack. Let's just go down here. I'm sure that's what they call it. Yeah, the ST1. It's around about $85, guys, just to test it out. The next one up is the ST2, which is around about $200. Now, what I will do, once there's a progress bar here, you can just see a small section there saying it's 0.76. So tomorrow, once I get the binary payments and all the rest of it, it will start to move. Now, what you can do, you can upgrade packs. It's kind of similar to CashFX, which is another program I'm in so much as you can do it as long as you upgrade before this progress bar hits 50%. You would just pay the difference to go into the next pack. So for instance, I paid around about sort of $83, and let's say the other one is $200, then literally all I'm going to pay is $117 difference to go into the next pack. But if this progress bar has gone over the 50%, I would have to pay the full price for the next pack. So it'd be almost like I was buying a separate pack. It won't let me just use the balance I've got here to transfer over. So it's definitely worth watching that if you are thinking, well, I will upgrade. You know, make sure you do it before this fella goes over 50%, because otherwise you're kind of screwed. You have to pay the full whack. What else can we show you? I want to keep this a fairly quick video rather than dragging it out too much. But the way they do these percentages as well, guys, when you come down here, if you look and we see we've got the 1.27 and the 0.25% as well, they basically will look at the month's previous betting trading activity. They can see the profits they've made there, so it's kind of calculated on what they've done the month prior. So hopefully you get the idea, and that's how they set the rates. Anything else I was going to say here? I think that's probably covered most of this bit. They check the sales and stats every evening. That way they can work out what binary payments they've got to make, and also updating the system with what you've earned on the trader bonus for the day. What else can we show you here? They've got a range of marketing materials as well. Let me just find, oh sorry, looking in the wrong place. Where you've got my promotion there, you'll get your lead pages. They'll actually show you a section where your leads will be stored. This my social post marketing, let's go through there actually, and you can see they've got various banner elements you can use there. These are more ideal for social media, things like Facebook, etc. You'd probably have to get these resized if you want to make sort of clickable banners that you could use on traffic exchanges, etc. One thing I would point out to you as well, for some reason when I've tried to use my link on certain traffic exchange programs, if the program that you're looking to advertise in is showing the web page within what they call an iframe, within a frame on their site, it actually won't allow it to display. So what I've actually created is if I show you it, is a separate sort of splash page that gets around that, so I can send anyone clicking on the link I provide for this splash page within a traffic exchange. You know, places like My Ads Up, ads earn Bitcoin, things like that, where it won't display because of the iframe, the way those pages are displaying websites. But the way around it, as I say, just get a splash page created, and you know, that will get you sort of around that restriction. But you can obviously get banners done and put those on other sites, and then once they click the banner, they can just go straight through to your link for this particular site. I think that's it really. So you know, there's three kind of initial ways you can earn with the program. You can get fast start payments, obviously, for as your group builds out. You've got binary once you're qualified, which basically just means 2 referrals, one on your left and one on your right. And you've obviously got the daily trader bonuses. Now, if you just wanted to be totally passive, you don't want to recruit and everything, obviously the higher the package you get will determine how good the daily trader bonus is going to be for you. I'm just trying to think now, because if you're in the first packages 1 through to 4, you don't automatically qualify for the better rate. If I'm right in thinking, from 5 to 8, is it? Let me just see if we can look at upgrade package. No, it's not actually showing me the packages on. Oh, hang on, let's just see. Yeah, it is up to 8, guys. So if it's package 1 through to 4, you don't auto qualify. If you buy packages 5 through to 8, it's my understanding you auto qualify for a lot of the benefits, if you see what I mean, that you normally would have to get the qualifications for. So let's go back to the dashboard. And that is kind of where I'm going to leave it for the moment. I will do a slightly longer video and we'll delve into more of these sections, you know, in more detail. But I just wanted to get the initial video out there just to say it's a new program, jumped on board, like the idea. It's kind of sports, but even if you're not really interested in sports, it's nice to come away from sort of forex and you know, things trading on crypto and magic AI bots that are supposed to be making the money, etc., etc. You know, these guys pretty much do what they say on the tin. It's sports betting trading that's generating the profits for them. I will just show you their YouTube channel. They have their own channel, obviously, on YouTube, Sports Trading BTC. Got a stack of videos there, just going over various elements on it. And the most recent one, there's a not that particular one, sorry, this one over here, STB Business Overview. That was only about a week ago. Runs for about half an hour, but you've got the owner there, James Ward, will go over key elements of the program. If you, I'll put the other link to my splash page there as well, because there is an overview video on there as well. If I click
multiple servers around the world that allow,
you can see that will explain who they are, what they're doing, and what the program's about. So either way, you can either go to their YouTube channel, or I will also put the link for the splash page as well. But that's my short little video just to say, yeah, I mean, I actually sort of went in once on the 3rd of October and kind of gone in again, but refocused what I'm doing in terms of having a more sort of being part of a more active team, shall we say, that's actually looking to build this thing. Because it's nice enough to get the passive, which will be up to 2% daily on the trader bonus. Now, obviously at 1.27%, it's already above sort of my passive trades, which I'm in, and I do regular videos on, because that's at 1%. And I think my plan would be, once this builds up and I'm below the 50%, I'll just do an upgrade and go on to the next package and sort of build it as it's bringing the profits in. But the binary, as this is a relatively new program and it builds and the teams start building, you know, this is where this binary side of it will become very interesting. Where you see this thing about tokens, there is a token that they do. Now the key thing that I can see at the moment that people might use that for, on a weekly basis, they do this trading pool type thing where you can, there'll be kind of a recommended bet, as it were, that they're going to be looking at, and you can take part you know, possibly get profits if the bet comes off and they win. By buying these tokens, you can actually kind of place a bet on the recommendation that they've got for the group, hence why they're calling it like a trading pool. For me, that's not something I'm interested in doing. I'd rather just have the passive element and the you know, the binary element. But obviously, if people are interested in doing that, that's another little area there. I'll be honest, I've yet to look into this contest business, but I've accumulated 7 points in that at the moment. But obviously, I'll give you an update on that on the next video. But this is where I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. The link to have at least a look at the program will be below. I'll also put the splash page link there as well. But yeah, I'm liking this one. It's something different. I think it will appeal to more people, specifically because it's not talking about Forex and things which are more confusing. I think people understand what the betting market is, sports betting, and what it's about. So loads of transparency with these guys as well, regular update videos. They've got a Facebook group page as well. So yeah, this looks really interesting. So I will update you in due course in the next few days. But anyway, if you want to have a look at it, links below. Obviously, do read the disclaimers, because with anything you know, crypto related, or even in this sort of trading related sphere, you know, you shouldn't put anything into these type of programs that you couldn't afford to lose. It shouldn't be worry money. Always stress that. And you know, these videos are just me showing you my participation in the program. You'd need to do your own due diligence and you know, think through whether this is the right sort of platform for you. But if you are someone that's looking to you know, increase your sort of Bitcoin, this could be an interesting way to do it. But do make sure you are thoroughly checking out the programs and getting as much information as you can. There's going to be plenty of other videos on YouTube from other YouTubers, and also you can obviously check out their own channel. Okay guys, as always, thanks for viewing the video, really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Take care.